Hey, what's going on, family? Anyways, it's me coming to you guys tonight. I already recorded a video earlier that definitely was subpar for me. Not necessarily, I don't care about the video quality, but I thought in a situation like what I'm going through, that it would be best to do a proper video that represents me a little bit better, and represents my ideology about things. So I don't know how long this is going to be. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I'm really not used to doing vlogs like this at all, but earlier tonight, today was just an entertaining day. Outside of what's going on with my health, which this isn't what this video is about right now. This video is just about how I feel in my heart and address the situation that took place. So, as some of you guys, so I'll give a quick story on this one here. When I was about 6 years old, my mom and dad got divorced and my dad split. He was gone. So my dad, he was great at paying child support. I don't really think he did enough, but he definitely never manned up like a dad is supposed to. So yeah, this video is kind of just talking about my dad. I'll always refer to him up until now as my dad. He never earned the right to be called a father in my life. So yeah, getting back to where I was going to go originally on that, I found out earlier that my dad, Ken, has a weird perspective that doesn't make, it makes sense to me, but to the world, it seems so crazy and so far-fetched. So, in my family life, my brother and sister, I kind of feel like I'm an only child because I view life so much differently than both of them. And I've had to go through a lot of different things in my life. But throughout everything, my dad has never, ever been there for me. Even after the divorce took place, I spent time with my dad just like most of, kids do. He'd come by, I don't know if it was every weekend or every other weekend or once. I don't know. I don't really remember that because, to be honest with you, all that I remember for the short time that my dad would actually pick us up as kids, we would go into a basement and we would play video games. I would see my dad when it was time for him to cook dinner for us, but that's all that I actually remember. But as time progressed on it, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, and honestly there was just such a disconnect. My dad never taught me how to ride my bike. To be honest with you, I don't remember my dad teaching me anything at all, definitely not about life or anything that a father should do. So eventually, all three of his kids decided, well, we actually don't want to go see our dad anymore. So we stopped. I don't even remember ever since, the divorce took place. I have great memories of Christmas and so many amazing things with my mom that she did for us. She sacrificed so much for us and she stepped up, but I have no memories of any of that with my dad. I have no memories of Christmases, nothing along that line. So the holidays are a little bit harder for me to go through. This is the first year that I actually have a Christmas tree, which is totally awesome. I love it. It's a small one, but I just don't have those memories growing up. And earlier, I found out that my dad, he talks to different people in my family, and I'm not going to go into what goes on with my brother or my sister because that's irrelevant, but my dad tonight had to say a few things about my mom, his ex-wife, that are just so outrageous and untrue. It made me really, really upset earlier, and quite frankly, it takes a lot to get me angry. But this definitely did get me angry, and my original video that I made definitely wasn't a video that I should have made. But anyways, it just set me off. My dad's wrong. He makes excuses to, justify the way things that have turned out with my brother and my sister. And with me, ironically, what I can say is he's told family members that I don't try to get in touch with them. Well, Dad, Ken, that's completely wrong. I have reached out. I've done it for many, many years now. I've reached out. I followed what you asked me to do with emailing you. I don't hear back from you. It's nice to get a Christmas card or a birthday card every time of the year, but those don't do it. I've been waiting over 9 years since you said that we were going to get together and just catch up, and I really wanted that opportunity to get to know you as a person. At that point, we would have never had a father and son relationship, but I had hoped that there would be something more there. But that never took place. And you know what? I've moved past it. And I'm going to move past all this when this is said and done. This is my last video that I'm going to be addressing any of this. So just to make things clear to anyone else that has heard different things or, know what's going on, throughout everything that I've been through in my life, with getting my first car, getting my first apartment. When I was a kid, I used to hike. I was such a smart ass. I would crawl through the sewers, get across roads, and my mom said that I couldn't. And when I got hurt, my mom was always there. My mom was always there to help me, pick up the pieces on it. Throughout the relationships and different things that I have been through, it's always been my mom. You've never been there. You've never known anything that did take place. You don't know anything, to be honest with you, there's huge chunks of time that I felt wrong. You should feel wrong that you weren't there. But I felt bad because I wanted you to know what was going on, because I felt that you had that right to know what was going on with your kids. And you just were never there. Through a lot of the heartaches, confusions, and different things that barely anyone knows anything about, I was always able to depend on my mom. It's just countless times the sacrifices and everything that she made for all three of her kids. I mean, she did the mother thing perfectly. She stepped up and she filled in where we needed a father. So when it comes down to it now of making these comments about my mom and about me, they're your opinion, and it breaks my heart that you really do feel that way. As a man of faith, we are supposed to forgive. We're supposed to forget. We're supposed to live by a higher level of accountability. And that means taking responsibility for our own lives and the things that we have done. I could blame a lot of things that have taken place on other variables in life, but I take responsibility for those because I had to choose to do what I can do to put myself in a better position, which is exactly why I'm back to living on my own again. I had to walk away from things to try to get myself into a better position. And with you, you've taken the opposite perspective. You've gone the opposite route on that. You see things and then you just brush it off. You blame my mom or you blame everything else but yourself. And my heart goes out to you. It really does. I know you've had a lot of things that you've struggled with and gone through. And even when you had your issues where you were in the hospital for the procedure with your heart, I reached out to you. But for the last few years, every time that I've been in the ER, every time I've gone through things with my health, it's my mom that's been there, and that's it. You haven't ever reached out. You've never, cared. I never heard from you, hey, how are you doing, or anything like that. And that's perfectly fine now because I'm not angry about it. I guess what I'm trying to say in this one here is that I forgive you. I'm going to pray for you one more time tonight because that's what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm supposed to walk in love towards you, but I can't do this anymore with you. I can't go through this anymore with you. So I truly wish you the best in life. Like I said, I forgive you, Ken. It's fine that you weren't there. That was your choice, and that was your loss, and I had hoped that you and me would actually be able to have a relationship. But I can see now that that's not going to happen. And, it's not going to be easy just to walk away from that. But this time around, though, I have to do what's best for me. So like I said, I'm just going to pray for you. I'm probably going to think about you more than I should and hope that you're doing well. But in regards to this is completely over with. I did get your Christmas card, but once again, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to mail it back to you because it's time for me to go my own direction now. And I hope that in time, with your walk with God, that you'll get to know Him better and you'll just embrace what God has given you. And who knows what will happen down the line. But as far as I'm concerned at this moment here, I'm done. And I'm just walking away. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys tonight because I felt that it was important for me to finally start blogging and talking about my life. I have a lot of things that I go through, and a lot of things are going to come. So, I want to thank everyone for their support. I want to thank you for all my friends that are being there for me. You guys have been phenomenal. I know I haven't been able to see people, and sometimes I'm really distant, but there's just a lot of things that I'm going through and dealing with. And for once, I'm going to deal with things, from this moment forward, I'm going to deal with them head on. And I'm just going to do the best I can and make my life count for something. And I also just want to say this one here to my dad. Hopefully you'll see this video. But anybody that you talk to that would ever, take the chance to actually know me, they will tell you that I stand for integrity. I put my faith on the line. I do the best that I can. I sacrifice everything, my health, my finances, and everything to take care of my family. And I always have done that. And it's just a shame that you're not going to get a chance to know me for who I really am. It's great to know my name, but you never knew my story. And, I guess that's about all I have to say tonight. So I'm sorry, family, that I kind of rambled on this one here, but, I thought it was important for me to come back and do a video when I'm not angry about things now. And just thank you guys for all your support. And like I said, I'm going to try to do more blogs about life. And I just appreciate everyone and their support. So take care and God bless. And once again, I count you guys as a blessing. You make my life so much better. And, you guys are always in my prayers. Take care and God bless.